How's everyone doing this morning? Feeling really energetic, right? Well, it is my honor to introduce the moderator and facilitator of this panel. George Noory is the host of the nationally syndicated program Coast to Coast AM. His show is heard by millions of people and airs on well over 500 stations in the United States, Canada, Mexico, and Guam. He is also the author or co-author of 3 books. His broadcast career covers more than 33 years, so he really did start as a child. And we're absolutely honored to have George facilitating our 2012 panel today. I introduce George Noory.
Good to see you. Actually, 559 stations now. Thanks to all of you. Good morning. Are you all from the Los Angeles area? Where are you from? Who has come from the farthest spot? That's not bad. Really? It's a long way. I'm going to introduce our panelists. Thank you. How are you? How's everybody? Good. Well, first of all, let's get this started. It's a nice, intimate group here. On the far right, Deborah Lynn Katz. Now, she's a noted author. She's the author of You Are Psychic, also Extraordinary Psychic, and Finding the Genie Within. The Genie Within. That means we rub a little bottle and pop out it comes. All right, it's good to have you with us. And, of course, the founder of Metamorphosis 1111 and creator, Saeed David Farman, is with us. Now, he's an international futurist, and he has been doing this for a number of years now. He has come to the United States from Iran, and I bet you have some great stories to tell us about that situation. Absolutely.
One program is not enough on
no, not at all. A situation that could become a major news story, probably by Christmas, I think. And of course, Carrie Lynn Cassidy with us. Most of you already know Carrie. She and Bill Ryan developed Project Camelot. She's a producer. She goes right after the news stories and the whistleblowers in government or other sources as well. Carrie Cassidy. Then I have good old Mike Vera. Mike. That's all right. Bring it on. Mike co-wrote Dark Mission with Richard C. Hoagland.
I survived Dark
Mission. Yeah, what was that like working with Richard?
Well, at the end of it, my blood sugar was 263. At the end of it, my blood sugar was 263, so it almost killed me. Richard's a little bit of a perfectionist, you know, just mildly, and it was tough. I mean, it was not easy. It took us 4 or 5 years, and but it was loads of fun, and it ended up being a really cool project.
So your next book was The Choice.
The Choice, right?
You wrote by yourself.
Yes, I did, because I wanted to have my blood sugar under 100 at the end of it.
Okay. Well, we'll look forward to talking with you, Mike. And of course, a longtime coast-to-coast guest, and I call him a very intuitive psychic, Dr. Louis Turi. His predictions of late have been uncanny, frighteningly so. I wish he would predict good things, but there are always tragedies.
There has such a thing as a good prediction too, George, but for the time being, I have to say what the Cosmic Code said and translate it faithfully.
And our last guest, kind of an unusual career and story of Laura Magdalene Eisenhower. Now, the name alone should make some of you go, I wonder if... Well, she is the great-granddaughter of our late President Dwight David Eisenhower. And, you know, her family has gone through that experience of being aware of the military-industrial complex. She's a mythologist. She's an alchemist. She's going to make gold for us tonight, aren't she? And we'll all take it away. And also, she has an interesting story, which she'll tell you about in a moment as well, which I just found out about just a few nights ago on Coast to Coast. It's a very intriguing event. So what we're going to do over the course of the next 2 hours or so is we'll have this panel, this discussion with everybody, and then we're going to open it up to all of you so you can ask them specific questions and things like that as well. But also, thanks for all coming here, because events like this, Carrie just put on Awake and Aware just about a month and a half ago. It's events like this that really show us just how important it is that the public truly cares about events that are shaping their lives. And I have never seen a time, ever in my life, where this moment in time is so critical. We are at a junction right now where it could tip either way. And if it's going to tip the right way, we're going to have more and more people like you awake and aware and ready for the change that I think is going to face all of us in the not too distant future. And I was on the air last night on Coast to Coast, and of course it was 11/11, which was a fascinating moment. We had the numbers lady on, Glynis McCants, and I have a digital clock in the studio, and right up there, it's got 11/11, and then underneath it, the time, 11/11, and then it comes down to seconds. And I'm looking at all these 11s going, this has got to be one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. And it'll happen again at 12/12/12. But as Glenn has said, this is the period right now. This is the moment for all of us. So I'm really, really interested in hearing what all of you have to say. And why don't we just open it up with a brief statement from each and every one of you, and then we'll get